Hi, cast of characters. Morris, an 85-year-old man. Evie, his grandchild, 5-year-old girl. Sarah, Morris's daughter. Evie's mother, a woman in her 30s. Setting, the kitchen of Morris Goldman, Boca Raton, Florida, the present. At Rise, the kitchen of Morris Goldman. Evie, a 5-year-old girl, sits at a table and prepares to finger paint. She submerges her hand in dishes of paint and moves them around rambunctiously, enjoying the texture of cold paint on her fingers. She then applies her hands to a piece of paper. Morris, an 85-year-old man, enters.
Evie, what are you doing?
Finger painting.
Where did you get all that paint?
Bubby.
Of course. I should have known. And she left you alone with it, no less.
She wanted me to be free to express my creativity.
Yeah? Well, you make sure you express your creativity on the paper and not all over my kitchen.
An artist mustn't be inhibited, you know.
You sound just like your Bubby. You're probably the only Jewish girl in the world whose Bubby wants her to be an artist. But I'll tell you what, Evie. You be Jackson Pollock at your house. In my house, just be a 5-year-old kid who is very careful when she paints.
Zadie, will you paint with me?
I would, but I just wash my hands.
So you'll wash them again.
So what? Every 2 minutes I'll wash my hands. They'll dry out.
Come on, Zadie, it'll be good for you.
Yeah? How?
It'll give you a chance to express your feelings. You know what happens when your feelings are all pent up, don't you?
No, what?
You'll get an ulcer.
Ah, too late.
And anyways, paint feels good on your fingers. It's cold and gooey, see?
Evie holds up her paint-covered hands.
Yeah? Well, let me see that.
Morris pulls his sleeve up and tentatively puts his hand in the paint.
Oh, you're right. It does feel good. Maybe I should stop paying so much money for arthritis medicine and just soak my hands in this stuff.
Zadie,
Yes?
what are those numbers on your arm?
What? These numbers?
Did you put them there so you wouldn't forget something?
Well, I guess you can say they were put there so that I wouldn't forget something.
What were you trying to remember?
I'd forget it.
Morris gets up and starts wiping off his hands so that he can put the sleeve back up and cover the numbers.
Why don't you just wipe them off?
I wish I could, Evie. Those numbers have been with me for so long now that, well, nothing can make them go away. They'll be with me forever.
What did you use to put them on?
Ink. A very powerful one. One that can't ever be washed away, no matter how hard you try.
Like a Sharpie?
Just like that, yes. Only 10 times more powerful. Like a maximum strength, super duper, ultra Sharpie.
And now you've forgotten what the numbers are for?
I haven't totally forgotten. I do remember one thing. Read the numbers you see on my arm.
5, 3, 2, 6, 2.
Very good. Now add those numbers up. Can you do that? What do you get?
5 plus 3 is 8, plus 2 makes 10, plus 6 makes
She uses her fingers.
16, and 2 more makes 18.
18. Very good, you see. You get 18.
So,
You don't know what 18 is? Your parents didn't teach you what 18 stands for?
no.
Gewalt. AV 18 is Chai.
Oh, Chai.
You don't know what that is either, do you?
Nope.
Of course not. Oi, off sorters. Chai is like l'chaim. You know when people make a toast and they say l'chaim?
Dad knows this says salad.
I'm not surprised. Anyway, the number 18 stands for life, so those numbers are there to remind me that my job is to live. That way I stay healthy and never give up on my life, and I'll live a long, long time. That's my duty as a Jew.
You'll live a long time because those numbers are on your arm?
Precisely.
So if I put numbers like that on my arm, will I live a long time too?
You could, but you know, it's really an old superstition. I'm not even sure if it's true anymore.
I know it's true, Dave.
You do? How?
Because you're 85. See? It already worked. I'm going to put those numbers on my arm too, and maybe I'll live to be 85 just like you.
Evie, sweetheart, it's not such a good idea.
You don't want me to be 85?
Well, of course I do. Don't say such a thing. It's just that I don't think your mother is gonna be so happy if she comes to pick you up and you have numbers on your arm.
Does Mommy want me to die before I'm 85?
Oh, God very special drawer in my desk. No one knows it's there.
Will you get it?
If I do, you have to promise not to tell anyone. It has to be our secret,
Why is it a secret?
because it's magical. But the magic can only be used 18 times. After that, it wears off. So I keep it a secret and only use it on people I love the most.
Like Bubby and Mommy and Daddy?
Exactly.
Will there be enough magic left for me to use it on my kids one day?
And if you keep it a secret, but only if you keep it a secret.
I won't tell anyone, I promise.
Okay, I'll get it.
Morris retrieves a regular Sharpie from his desk.
Okay, hold out your arm.
I want the same exact numbers you have.
I'll do you one better, Evie. I'll just write the number 18 on your arm.
Why?
It'll be easier. We'll skip a step. Who needs to do the math?
No.
Evie, if I put 5 numbers on your arm, people are going to wonder what they're for. But if they see 18, they'll know what that means. And you won't have to explain it.
I don't care if I have to explain it. I don't want to skip any steps. I want it just like yours.
Evie.
It's my life, Sadie. I don't want to take any chances.
Okay, hold out your arm.
You promise to do it just like yours.
Just like mine, I promise.
Don't make any mistakes.
Morris begins to write 5 numbers on Evie's arm. We hear an off-stage door open and close. Sarah, off-stage.
Dad, I'm back. Evie, get your things. We're late.
Hurry, Sadie.
Hold still.
Sarah, 30s, enters.
Evie, did you hear what I said? We have to pick up your brother from soccer. He's always the last one.
Sarah sees what Morris is doing to Evie. She stops dead in her tracks.
One more second, Mommy.
There, all done.
Thank you, Sadie.
Remember, shh, our secret.
Evie, honey, why don't you go to the bathroom and wash your hands? We have to hurry.
Okay, Mommy.
Evie exits.
Really, Dad? That's why I bring her here, to you? So you can fill her head with all of the gruesome things that have been done to her people?
Sarah, love, what could I do? She saw the numbers. She wanted them too. It's easier to give her what she wants than to argue with her.
She's 5, Dad.
Trust me, it was the right thing to do.
Yeah, well, we'll have to have a very long talk before Bill and I are ready to just bring her over here for the afternoon again. I can't even deal with this now. I'll be in the car. Please send her right out.
Sarah starts to leave.
She didn't know what chai is, Sarah.
What?
You and Bill, you didn't teach her 18 means chai. She never even heard of the word chai. My parents, my brother, Zikran Levracha, didn't die at Dachau so that their great-grandchild wouldn't know what chai means.
I would prefer that she not know what chai means if it'll spare her a frickin' Holocaust studies course until at least her bat mitzvah.
Oh, so she is going to have a bat mitzvah.
Don't start with me, Dad.
Well, thank God for small favors.
We're leaving her with Bill's parents when we go out of town next week.
Good. You do that.
Send her straight out when she's done washing her hands.
Yeah, okay.
Evie enters from the bathroom.
Go straight out. Your mother's waiting for you.
I will. Goodbye, Sadie. And thanks for my chai.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
Lights.